Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever, wherever you are. Y'all already know what time it is. It is your lad, your friend, your homie, whatever you want to call me. It's whatever. It's your boy Easy Reg back in the mix once again, bringing you some super chill Saturdays on this. Well, at the time of recording this, it's Turkey Day, but happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And if you're not a person who believes in Thanksgiving or celebrates Thanksgiving, happy Thursday. So, so yeah, I mean, y'all already know the deal. Hope you got your jammy jams on, got your feet kicked up, ready to just kind of rock and stroll, enjoy your day and whatever, and keep doing the same thing we always do. So, today we're gonna play Shino Numa. Yeah, Shino Numa, yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I hope everyone at least enjoyed their Thanksgiving. I know, at least for me, Thanksgiving was super weird because had plans to go back home, and then that didn't really happen due to the sickness. You know what I mean? Which is super unfortunate, just because I know my parents were super excited to just have me kind of home, and my girlfriend was gonna come with me, and we were gonna I don't know, just enjoy life, but unfortunately it just didn't work out that way. So actually, before I get too far into this, yeah, cool. There we go. That should be much better. Yeah, so just wanted to make sure that the audio is not super weird, and because sometimes it'll be that way, and just sometimes we just gotta tweak it. So no biggie, no harm, no foul. But yeah, my family was super excited for me to kind of come back and just kind of I don't know, just be not for me to be in their presence, but it's kind of hard, especially when you live further away from your family, and they're like, we miss you, we want to make sure you're doing okay and everything. And oh god, I forgot about this gobble gum. But yeah, it's sometimes hard, especially if you're really close to your family, and this does not fit the mood at all. This is so funny. I'm actually I can't. Never mind. We're just gonna listen to these goofy sounds for a hot quick second, and I'm probably gonna get another gobble gum that's not as goofy, and and I can talk over it. But yeah, it's hard, especially when you live further away from your family, and your family's super excited to see you and catch up with you and just have you in their presence. But then you don't have that opportunity because the sickness is coming in for the second round, and it sucks. But I talked to my family. I talked to my mom even about this. That it's important to kind of make sure that we're safe. That our health and our safety is safe, is important. Before just coming home and seeing them, because me seeing them isn't limited to the holidays. You know what I mean? I can come and see them whenever. It's just, I don't know. There's something special about truly returning home to the holidays, and I'm actually gonna get another gobble gum just because I realized that what I'm talking about. It's not super serious, but it's kind of it's weird to listen to all these goofy sounds in the background, and then it's I don't know. I'm talking about I miss my family. I miss my home, my family, and all my my relatives that I won't be able to get to see, and then like you hear this whoopee cushion noise in the background, and you're like, wait, what? So, it's hard. It's honestly hard, and I feel for anyone who had to spend Thanksgiving alone too, because the thing about Thanksgiving especially is like it's about family. So like if it was if you're like in a space where you really really wish that like you could just like I don't know, spend time with like someone or at least like some kind of family, you know what I mean, but you don't get that opportunity. I feel for you, and I'm here for you, man. Like I can't be like physically there for you because one, I don't know you, and two, I don't know where you live. But I feel for you like in a spiritual sense. Like that just sucks, So, I don't know. My main basis is I hope that wherever you are, whoever you are, you at least had a good holiday. If you celebrate the holiday, or if you don't, but you still got the day off or something like that, I hope you had like a good Thursday, So, because we all deserve a really nice day. So yeah. If you're listening to this and if you watched the last video, you'll probably recognize the music that's in this video. Whoa. I actually just kind of wanted to reuse it just because it's really good music. I feel like in the last video it was actually a little quieter than I wanted it to be, so I wanted to make sure that I gave it justice rather than just being like, alright, well, whatever, it's fine, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so we're playing it again. It's all good, it's all good in the hood, baby. But yeah, as for me and myself, it's been a fun holiday, I didn't wind up making all of the food, but I made a good chunk of the food, and then kind of just like, bought the stuff that I really wanted to eat, but I wanted someone else to make just because I didn't want to mess it up. So I, pretty much just kind of, my girlfriend and I wound up like, eating a salad and, some roasted potatoes, like some oven roasted potatoes, roasted chicken that we bought from the grocery store. I had a macaroni salad just because I was looking for oh shoot, I don't have Instakill on anymore. That's a shame. I was looking for like mac and cheese, but I didn't want to make my own mac and cheese because I was like, look, I do not want to mess this up. So I just didn't, and wound up like, going to the grocery store and just getting, wanting to get macaroni and cheese, but it wound up just being like a macaroni salad. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever, that's fine, no biggie. So, I wound up playing this, before, just to kind of warm myself up and get myself in the mix and, get myself in the vibe to play some good old zombies for a little bit. And every time I've opened this door, every time that perk has been double tap, but I thought it was supposed to be randomized. But I don't know if that's the case or not. I don't know a lot about Numa, to be honest. I know Numa, I recognize it as a map, that's about it. So yeah. But yeah, man, my holiday was pretty good. I mean, pretty swanky for the most part. My girlfriend and I, just kind of kicked back, ate food, watched a movie, and just kind of like relaxed. That was the nicest part of it. That we just kind of just kicked our feet up and just got to relax and hang out with each other. 'Cause like that's what this holiday is always about. Like, relaxing and kicking your feet up and just like being with family, along with the fact that along with the fact of just like waiting for Black Friday deals. But other than that, it's just like, it's fine. You know, just kick your feet up, relax, have fun, enjoy family, you know, the usual for the most part. And so, yeah, you know, we got to relax, and that was really nice. So yeah, that was really nice to just be able to do that, and just kind of kick ourselves, kick back, lay down, relax, watch a movie. We watched, I think it's called Happiest Season on Hulu with Kirsten Stewart and a multitude of other people. It is a Christmas, for the most part, it's like a Christmas like coming out story. So it was like, it wasn't bad. I mean, my girlfriend and I like kind of like to pick apart movies sometimes, and just like, you know, it was one of those movies that was like, okay, it's good, it's well intentioned, and I see that, but like, the way I kind of described it was that ooh, I love this gun. Was that it's the best way to put it. I'm not saying like it was a bad movie and like it was an awful movie or anything like that. It was just like the characters in it, especially the outside of your main two, felt very archetypal, in the sense that like the characters I felt I was looking at weren't like real. You know what I mean? Like, because the story that's told in this movie is very real life. You know, it's a very strong, like, real life story that happens all the time, where, you know, you have just, sometimes you find yourself in a relationship of the same sex, and, you know, while this is a part of your life that you live with your partner, and like the friends that you're around, that may not be the same shared experience that you have with your family. And so it's a super important story to kind of keep in mind, and like to recognize that, hey, not all of us are like fully out to our parents, or even like, hell, even interested, you know? So it was a very strong story, that talked about, you know, like just the struggle and weight that can have on a relationship. But, you know, as I was kind of talking about before, it felt like the story was very relied on like an archetype rather than like, I feel like maybe I'm not explaining it well. I encourage anybody to watch it, but it like kind of, I don't know, based itself in this like the characters that, you know, I weren't rooting for outside of the main two that you usually pay attention to, didn't feel like real. They didn't feel like real people at times. Which, I don't know, especially with like stories like this, it's like, I feel like it's super important to at least be able to say like, okay, that's a real person. Like, I've definitely heard that kind of story before in like real life, where this person has, you know, reacted in this way, or like has kind of been this kind of person in these kinds of situations or anything like that. Granted, you know, I'm not a gay man, so I can't really like I'm not like the judge, jury, and executioner on like, you know, this is what real people are like, especially within like a coming out story or anything like that. I can't confirm that, you know, but I don't know, that's just kind of how I read it. I'm actually, you know, it's funny, I said I was going to turn this music up just so everyone could hear it, but I think I'm going to actually turn it down. So, you guys get to see a little bit of the back screen action. Click this. Just, I want to see if that'll be better. Yeah, because I just feel like I'm like shouting over all this. But it could also just be like the headphones that I'm wearing. Yeah, I think it's the headphones that I'm wearing. I don't want to like, I want to give these artists like exactly what they deserve. So, little behind the screen action. Don't worry about it. um, but yeah, so happiest season on Hulu. If you have a Hulu subscription, definitely check it out. Or don't if it's not like, if that's not a story that's really your speed. Absolutely, you know, that's perfectly okay too. But you know, it was a nice story. A heartwarming ending. You know, it felt really good. So yeah. I hope everyone, I know I already said, like, I hope everyone had, like, a good, you know, gobble gobble day, but, I hope everyone had, like, a good week leading up to your gobble gobble day. I know the week's not exactly over at this time, at least for me, but, you know, I hope, like, your week at least ended okay, because, you know, it's just kind of like, I don't know, especially, Nikolai, please. Just because I think, you know, like, we all work in, like, different environments and worlds and everything. Like, I feel for, especially, like, a lot of the retail workers and a lot of, like, your sales workers, because, like, you guys are about to be hit with, like, the craziest of storms, especially within this season, just because, like, a lot of the sales are going to happen, you know, online. Like, just because people are like, I can't really go into the store, so I'm going to buy all my stuff online, which, like, totally makes sense. You know, it is 3,000% an option, and, like, the holidays, quote unquote, have not stopped. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It really is. So I hope you guys' week is at least going well, and, like, you at least got to, like, kick your feet up for, like, a second, you know, and at least something, you know, hey, maybe something really cool or really good happened, and you're like, all right, cool, you know, I'm glad this happened to at least, like, make my week. So yeah. This week for me has been really tiring, in the sense that, like, I guess a bit of good news is, I talked about this in plenty of videos before, but I recently started a job. It's a temp job, so it's really just, like, for seasonal help. But, you know, I've at least, like, started working, which is great. The hard part about it is that it is a... Oh, what is it? It's a third shift job. So, I'm, like, up in the middle of the night, pretty much working on, like, data entry, which is, already one of those jobs that, like, kind of is very relaxed and, like, almost puts you to sleep in a sense. I really shouldn't do exactly what I just did, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it's, you know, it's just kind of that, like, change in my schedule has been really hard to get used to, solely because, you know, I have to pretty much do this, you know, I have to do all this work and data entry and everything like that, but it's very late / very early in the morning. I'm burning the midnight oil, and also I started like 2 days ago. So for the most part, I don't know why I reloaded or tried to reload. It's fine. I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's a game. We enjoy ourselves here. But I had to, like, pretty much, you know, I'm learning a new system, a new, like, new work style, everything like that, because I've never really done data entry before. So, like, doing data entry for the first time is just kind of like, oh god, you know, this is very, like, meticulous. Like, click on this, you know, set this up, do this, type all this, and type all of this information is. Once you've done that, close that tab, you know, and so, like, that's been really hard because I am a very physical person. in the sense that, like, most, if not all, I really shouldn't go this way. I'm out of ammo? Even worse. Because I do not have speed cola at all. Oh shit, this is not good. This is not good. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah. I'll take this is not good for 500 Alex. Oh god. This really is not good. Oh, made it. Okay. Hoy. But yeah, so it's been really hard just because I'm a very physical person, thank God. And so like getting used to not having a non-physical job and pretty much sitting for hours on end and like trying to at least keep my attention and like keep my work focused and everything like that has been a very strong adjustment that I've had to really like take my time actually getting used to. So yeah, but you know, I think every job is kind of like you got to learn a new process, you got to learn a new system, new focus, everything like that. It's just this job is, this one is taking like a little bit to kind of like get used to and be like, okay, cool. Oh, I'm gonna wait here then, and just wait the dog round out. But yeah, so that's been my week. I've been trying to like get used to a new schedule, and oh, the dogs are blue too. That's hilarious. Get used to a new schedule and everything, and it's been a little difficult. But yeah, nothing that time won't help. So yeah, I think another thing that's hard about it is that just in full disclosure, I know I've like kept it a little bit of a secret in like previous videos and such like that, but I currently live in Chicago, Illinois, and so oh my god, why is there still the fog? Yeah, thank God. Honestly, I'm gonna pop another one just so I can see in a different color and my eyes cannot get used to it. So I live in Chicago, Illinois, and I don't have a car while I'm here in the city, so I have to take public transit all day. And if you don't know about like Chicago, Illinois, or if you don't know about like public transportation period, it's gross. Like 9 times out of 10, like you'll see like either the weirdest of shit or the grossest of shit on public transportation. But it's kind of like that evil necessity. Like you need to kind of go on, public trans, and especially if you have like a job to do or something like that, you kind of gotta go. Especially if you don't have a car and like you don't have the ability to just walk somewhere. You know what I mean? So, nevertheless, public transportation is gross. It's only worse because of COVID-19. So like, the general the general rule is that, on trains and all CTA like transportation, you are required to wear a mask. Okay, keep that in mind. That doesn't mean people do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of people who are still, like, on trains, like, they'll wear their mask, like, on their chin, or they'll wear their mask, like, walking past a CTA employee, and then, like, instantly take it off, and then, like, walk on the train and just kind of, like, sit there and be like, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. It's super unfortunate, because, like, for a person, I've also talked about it here, like, yo, this is the rum, boys. I've also talked about it here where I've had COVID. Like, I know it does not feel great. In fact, it could be super dangerous for you and everything like that. And so, like, to see so many people like just completely disregard it and be like, I don't want to wear a mask because I don't feel like it. It's infuriating, especially just because like in my mind I'm always just like, all right, I want to make sure that I'm okay, that I'm safe. And, you know, personally, I also, you know, I don't really care much about the people around me, arguably, but, you know, I don't want to, like, if I do have COVID, I don't want to pass it on to somebody else, you know what I mean? So, but of course, that's me being my kind self. There are plenty of people that don't think like me, and that's okay, you know, but, like, especially but at least with, like, masks and, oh, shit, okay, I wasn't expecting my ammo to be gone, so excuse me as I'm like trying to tell this story, but also freaking out because like almost died. But then of course you got, you know, those people who just are not interested in wearing masks or not really interested in like doing anything for anybody else, you know, or like even the simplest of, okay, I don't want to get somebody else sick or anything like that. And so it really sucks. And you see a lot of it, especially on like public transportation. And so like with seeing that, that's been like a huge gripe for me, just because, you know, especially now that we're entering second wave, and things are not getting great. To see so many people just like completely disregarding, you know, mandates and everything and not wearing masks is always just a huge pain in the ass. Just because, like, I'm personally a proponent that, like, you know, I believe that if we wore that, like, especially as we as Americans, if we wore our masks, if we shut down, you know, like, if we truly limited any and all travel to essential, and, you know, made sure that we really paid attention to our health during this time, we'd be okay. COVID, like, we would at least be able to curb COVID a lot better. Oh my god, a lot better than we are right now. Just because it's just, you know, it's affecting so many of us. Not even just like health wise, job wise too. There's so many there's so many jobs in the job market that have just been cut because of COVID. It's just not safe, you know. But I think we could easily get those jobs back if we just truly took the time and recognized, okay, we need to make sure that we really focus on our health and avoid, like, you know, avoid spreading this very contagious, very, like, dangerous disease. So that way, like, the business market can kind of just return. And, you know, I understand, especially the continuous argument that, like, oh, it infringes on my freedoms and everything like that. I get that, but also, like, I don't know, sue me, but I'm a proponent that, you know, my safety is a little bit more important than my freedom. So if I need to, like, wear a mask, then I will wear a mask. You know, like, I don't love wearing a mask. That doesn't mean I will just, like, up and stop wearing masks. You know, it's frustrating. And I've gone on my entire tirade about this, but wear your mask, social distance, stop going to parties. The bars will open up once you start wearing your fucking masks, and start taking care of yourself and encourage others to take care of themselves as well. Everything will not return to normal, but it will be much safer. But again, we need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and of our loved ones, and really making sure that we aren't getting anybody else sick, so we can, like, just stop spreading this virus. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's super important that I think you wear your mask. No, it's not negotiable. Just wear your mask, especially on public transportation, because a lot of essential workers usually take public transportation. So with you being like, oh, I'm not going to wear my mask on public transportation, you're just being an asshole. Sensui, you know. No, this is not up for discussion. XOXO Gossip Girl. So, Any oozes? Oh, I do have an achievement that I need to... Not an achievement, but a daily challenge? Daily challenge. Anyway, so yeah. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk on why you should wear your mask and why you're not above, like, anyone else. And, you know... Now, if you have, like a health excuse, like, you know, say, you know, you have problems breathing, you know, like with asthma or whatever, like if it is like a serious issue and you can't wear your mask, totally get that. Not gonna fight you on that. It's still just kind of like, if you're just kind of like, it's infringing on my rights, you know, fuck that. Fuck that, like, just don't do it. That being said, you know, I know a lot of businesses that being said, Jesus, can you not, dude? That being said, I know a lot of cities across the US have decided to kind of put like a really strong, like, what's the word for it? Like really tighten up on like restrictions, especially, you know, in travel, in businesses and everything like that, which totally get it. You're trying to curb the virus. However, I doubt that any lawmakers are really, you know, looking at this, but like also think of like keep in mind of small businesses, because small businesses are really taking a hard hit from all of this. Hell, large businesses are really taking a hit from all of this, but small businesses are like finding it really hard to operate, solely because like their means of operation is gone, and they're trying to at least like kind of get back in the mix with it, but also it's gone, you know. That's the hardest part too, to keep in mind. Like a lot of these businesses are just trying to, wow, I didn't expect myself to train that at all. I thought I was gonna die. A lot of these small businesses are just like really suffering because they're not really able to serve their clientele as they used to. And some businesses are just not in a place where they can, like, not a lot of businesses can do delivery, you know. Like, I don't want to say that like delivery is a luxury, but honestly it is, you know. So it sucks, you know, and so like, again, I encourage people out there. I'm gonna just randomly hit the box and see what I can get. Can you? God, they suck. Gimme. Okay, I do not want this at all, especially without PhD. Okay. But yeah, like a lot of the small businesses are especially suffering from all of this, and it really sucks because a lot of these small businesses feel like they don't have a voice, especially because it's like, oh, you know, well, it's sickness, yada yada yada. Like, you have to, like, it doesn't matter about your business or whatever. But in reality, it totally does. It 3,000% does, because that's people's livelihood, you know. So, you know, if you are a lawmaker out there that, like, you know, really cares about, like, I don't know, making a difference while also caring about some random dude play Call of Duty Zombies while listening to, like, you know, nice lo-fi that various artists around the world have made. One, thanks for tuning in. Two, also, like, I don't know. Oh my god. God. I know I have the ray gun. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But also keep in mind that, like, you know, there are people out there trying to keep their livelihoods, and it's fallen through, and it's really scary, and it sucks. So, you know, just, I don't know. There's always that two sides to the coin. And I know I talk about COVID a lot, but, like, I shouldn't call it COVID. I should call it the sickness, right? I forget all the time. Anyway, but, like, I know I talk about the sickness a lot, but, like, God, it's right in front of our faces. Like, it is right there and, like, right up in it. You know, so, look, I don't think there's anyone out there outside of me that really wants, like, who wants COVID gone more. That's a joke. I'm positive there's thousands more people out there who want COVID gone more than I do. But, you know, it's just, as a society, we got to put that effort in. So, like, if you have friends who are out there who are like, I don't care, I can do whatever I want, it's just a flu. It's not a flu, man. It's not a flu. So, I'm going to hop off of my soapbox with COVID, and we're going to talk about, I don't know, literally anything else. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about literally anything else. Numa. Honestly, I don't love this map. It's not super creative. It's not super fun either. Like, I think it would be a lot more fun if, like, the Perca-Colas around the map, like the 4 ones that'll, like, auto-generate, were completely random. Like, especially, like, in Zombies Chronicles Remastered. Like, if it was like, oh, you know, I don't know, they cycle through, like, Widow's Wine. They cycle through, what are the other ones? Like, cycle through Widow's Wine, Stamina Up, PhD, like, all of these, instead of just being like, oh, well, we're just gonna do, you know, the General 4 along with, like, Mule Kick. And I'm like, ugh, okay. You know what I mean? It's not a bad map. It's, you know, it's just honestly not my favorite. It's not my least favorite. Because there is one zombies map that will never take the mantle away. That'll always keep that, you know, that mantle of, congratulations, you are the worst zombies map I've ever played. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just like, bleh, you know, it's tight. It's not like, I don't need a map to be inviting, but like, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, oh, this isn't really like cool or like exciting for me to be in or whatever. It's kind of just like, great, I guess I'm in this world, you know. It's kind of like, it's drab, it's dreary, it's not like visually enticing, it's just plain. God, I'm doing a lot of complaining this week. Sorry if you guys didn't come in for like complaining and you actually just really wanted to listen to me, I don't know, talk about some good stuff. Which, I mean, I guess I do have some like really cool good stuff to talk about. So as you all know, I have been looking for hopefully full-time employment, with no luck currently, but I do have, you know, a temporary job. But I do also have an interview tomorrow, actually, where I'm going to be talking to a couple of people about a position, and I'm actually super excited about it, to really kind of like talk about this position and see if I can find out more about it and everything. And yo, you cool? Y'all cool? Yeah, Rick Toffin, we get it. You're out of ammo. Shut up, please. So yeah, I'm like super excited about that, at least, you know what I mean? Like, oh cool, I have a job opportunity, like, or not a job opportunity, but like, at least, hey, somebody's paying attention to me and like they're actually, you know, excited to kind of possibly work with me, which is always super exciting. Nothing's set in stone, of course, but you know, hey, it's, you know, it's still great to even hear like that kind of news. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do this round. So this round, I'm going to actually only get perks from what's it called, Wonderfits. So that way, it's just kind of a way to keep it challenging for myself and not like, oh boy, I have to go to these 4 islands and do this stuff and that stuff or whatever. So this time I'm like, oh cool, I have to like add a little bit of challenge to it. Um, so that, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to get, actually that's a lie. I know I'm going to get Jug, because I think you can only get like 3 Wonder Fits perks, until they force you to like buy a perk from one of the perk machines. Which I get and also kind of hate. Like, I mean, I've already given you guys my dissertation about how, like, I think that the perk limit in Black Ops 3 is very, 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 very dumb. Especially on maps like this. Like, sure, could I use a perkaholic? Absolutely. Do I want to use a perkaholic? No. So just give me all the perks so that way I can just kind of like do whatever I want. I want to have fun. I want to do this. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna do like, I'm just gonna do the perk machine or the Wunderfits. As soon as I get enough muns. Oh. Hello? Oh, that's fun. What happened? What didn't have to happen? What, hello, servers? Hello, yes, server daddies. Oh, good. That's always really enjoyable. Just to keep in mind, guys, if you can check at the top right corner, 2015 Activision Publishing Incorporated. 2015. This game came out in 2015, 5 years ago, and we're still having problems with servers just like kicking people out. What? Treyarch, Activision, fix this shit. Like, anywho, I mean, thank God it wasn't like an online game where I was like doing something super serious, but like, you gotta love Treyarch. You gotta love them. I wouldn't say we stand them at all. I guess we do. We don't. We don't. Never mind. Next question. But there's no reason that like I should worry about a server kicking me out mid-game at all. Anywho, but yeah, I don't know what I was talking about before it. I'm sorry, I like kind of forgot. Oh, cool. At least I got Richtofen again, so that's nice. This is the run. Oh, cool. Sword flay. Sword flay. I really should have taken this like I don't know later in the game. It's fine. I'm just gonna like sit here and kind of twirl around the camera, see what happens, and all that nonsense. But yeah. What's something that really excites you, at least for this holiday season? Like, you know, maybe there's something out there that like you're really excited to happen this holiday season, or if not, you know, like if you're just kind of like, oh, it's another holiday season, that kind of sucks, you know. It kind of sucks that you feel that way, but like I also totally get it, because you know, I mean, I'm not a huge like for example, there's some holidays that I really celebrate, like I really enjoy and celebrate, and there are some things that I don't really care about. Like for example, I'm a sucker for like Thanksgiving and like Christmas, just because there's such like family-oriented holidays. But like, arguably, like my birthday, which I guess is a holiday, I don't really care about. You know, it's not that like I'm like I hate my birthday. Like that's not really what I'm saying. But it's more just like, it just isn't. It's not that it's not super important to me. Like it's important. Like it's like, oh great, I was born like, you know, however many years ago. But like also it's just kind of like meh, you know. Like it's not super important to me. So like basically, you know, is there something you're super excited for this holiday season? And like, if you are, dude, you know, share it. Put it down in the comments. Be like, I'm super excited for, I don't know, like an Xbox Series X or a PS5, or I'm getting, you know, or playing Spider-Man Miles Morales or something like that, you know, like, I don't know. Also, Sony, you owe me money for shouting out your game and your console. Just kidding. Don't think you owe me money, Sony. Please don't think you owe me money. And along with that, please don't take me to like court to dispute it. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if like there's something you're like super excited for, like put it out in the comments. Let me hear it. Let the world hear it. Like, I'm super excited to come back home. I'm super excited to see my baby brother or sister, or see my relatives, or... It's funny that I just got done talking about, like, oh, well, you know, COVID did this, blah, blah, blah. You know, I just realized, I think I had monkey... No, wait, never mind. I got disconnected. Never mind. I thought I died in the last round because, like, I had monkeys. And so I was like, wait, why didn't I just throw a monkey in order to avoid death? But no, I got disconnected. No monkey can save me from the disconnection. So that's always good to remember. But, I don't know. If there's something, like, you're super excited for, drop it down in the comments. If there's something that you're kind of just like, meh, you know, I'm kind of waiting on this, and I'm curious, you know, what'll happen here, or something like that, or, you know, maybe there's something like super fun going on in your world, and you're like, I can't wait for this, you know, dude, put it in the comments, put it out there in the ether, put it out there, chat about it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. God, that's... He is terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Thank you. So yeah, I mean... I, for one, am just kind of excited for... I think, one, the ability to work during the day, especially. Now that I kind of have, like, a... Granted, it's a temp job. And it's really not during the day, it's more like during the night. But yeah, you know, just I don't know. That's something I'm excited for. I'm really excited to just kind of spend the holidays with my girlfriend too. That's something I'm really super excited for. Wow, okay. Harsh, Bricktoffen. I still need to get her grocery, not her grocery, but her Christmas presents, which I'm kind of excited about. I haven't entirely figured it all out, but, you know, I at least have more of an idea that I did before, which is always good. My God. You gotta love, like, pre-Origins, like... Hell, not even pre-Origins. It's like pretty much like World at War Zombies, like voice actors, just because it's just like screaming and like nonsensical sounds. Like it's unintelligible, like screaming, you know, or it's like, you know, really kicking into like those general stereotypes or whatever. Like, oh, why did I buy this door? Well, that's not a bad training spot. It's not a great training spot either, but yeah, like early Call of Duty Zombies, where it's like you'll either get like kind of racist archetypes or just like unintelligible screaming. One of the two. The duality of fucking Zombies players, or I guess Zombies characters. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but like, if anything of what I'm saying makes any kind of sense, I hope it really does, because honestly, I'm just kind of riffing. And also just kind of like tossing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks. Kind of just like talking in circles. Oh man. But trying to make Shino Numa, Numa yay super exciting, or at least like chill. You know, meanwhile, like I think this map is. I already told you about this map. I'm like, oh yeah. So, blah. There was another point I wanted to kind of talk about, because I realized, and I just realized, you know, now that I kind of like thought about, you know, what I was saying and everything. So 9 times out of 10, like sometimes I'll kind of write some stuff down, so like I actually want to talk about, but like sometimes I'll actually follow that script, but 9 times, but there are times where I'm like, I'm just gonna riff, fuck it, you know, like it'll be fine. But there was, because you heard me earlier kind of riff about, you know, masks and everything, and like me black out and then kind of stand on top of my soapbox screaming about how you should wear your mask, and it's not just about you, it's about like everyone that you're protecting, you know, and not exposing yourself to. Nevertheless, oh, there was a point that I really wanted to make. I came to a weird realization, specifically along the point of, you know, like everybody should be wearing their masks, it's not that hard and everything like that, and realizing that arguably it is kind of hard for some people. Not just people who have like breathing problems or anything like that, but I mean like people who you know, the people who are less fortunate, because, you know, as mainstream as, I don't want to say mainstream, but like as essential now that masks have become, even for like the casual, you know, like the casual goer, like if you just have to go to the grocery store or something like that, masks aren't recommended, they're required. So with that, you know, it's hard to kind of, especially if you're someone who is less fortunate, or, you know, less fortunate, homeless, or maybe like just tight on money. It's hard because like arguably masks aren't super accessible. And maybe somebody could like prove me wrong on that. Like maybe there are like communities and programs that are like working to make masks a lot more accessible for everyone, so that way like everyone can have masks if they need them. It was something that kind of popped up in my head, and I was like, well, wait, no, I feel like it's not super accessible, especially for those less fortunate people. And, you know, they need their masks too. Like, we need our masks. We need to kind of, you know, oh, cool, I got more monkeys. Monkey bam. But like, you know, especially with those, you know, especially with people who just don't have the money, you know, or the accessibility to wearing masks, then those people don't have the ability to sometimes get what they need. Like, if you don't have a mask and you're in the grocery store and you need food, you know, well, what do you do then? Because then, like, at the same time, you may not be able to afford, like, I don't know, you may not be able to afford to have like your groceries delivered, you know, like that very much is a luxury, you know, but it's always kind of important to kind of keep in mind all that stuff. And I don't think I ever really realized that until, you know, I was on the train. And, you know, in Chicago, you know, to be completely transparent, you know, it's not like a rampant problem with homelessness, but there's definitely homelessness here. Like, and I've kind of seen a lot more homeless people Um, especially now that COVID has. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Sorry, I zoned in and was like, oh god, oh god. Oh god. This is not a good spot, man. I don't know why I parked here. Oh, I was gonna say something. Oh, but yeah, like, you know, especially people who may not have access to masks. Who need, you know, who still need to go to the grocery store. They still need to get that stuff. And like still get, you know, the supplies that they need to just kind of survive. But now they don't have it because they can't like go into a store. They can't, you know, go get food, and you know, it sucks. I think especially when we get into the world, like especially when we get into the world of our heads, like we think, you know, about ourselves. And like we're kind of like, oh, we need to worry about ourselves, and you know, if somebody's not wearing a mask, it means that they're doing it unintentionally or anything like that, when that's not entirely the case. Alright, I'm going to train zombies, and then I'm gonna start change the topic, so that way when you hear my wacky zany gobblegum, you won't be like off put or anything like that. But you know, it's hard. It's, you know, and like I don't think everyone's intentionally doing it just to like piss off the world or anything. Like there are people who are absolutely doing that, and they're the worst of the worst. But there are some people who just do not have access to masks and just cannot get access to masks. So I don't know, food for thought. Keep in mind that, you know, basically masks should be accessible to the general public. Because the general public still needs to be able to go to grocery stores and places and everything like that. Alright, today's topic. I love this gobblegum. It's so much fun. It's so funny. I love it. It's just... oh god. It's like, if you need like a good pick-me-up and you just hear like... just fucking, I don't know, the soundboard for, like the soundboard for the fucking like Looney Tunes or something like that. Like it's just like a really nice pick me up, and you're like, that's what I needed today. That's what I needed today. What door did they open? This one. So yeah. The world's not simple, and it's really frustrating because I wish it was, but it's not. Actually, let me check. Sorry, I'm a little more behind the scenes action. I'm gonna open this up. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Look in the behind the screens, yada yada yada. Cool. I think. No, never mind. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that like it would repeat. Just so I'm not like riffing and talking over nonsense or whatever. As you have seen for the third time, the music selection that I have picked from here, the description is in, sorry, the song list is in the description below, along with name and titles of songs. So if you are really vibing out to any of the songs in this video, please feel free to check out their music. A lot of it is on YouTube. However, you may have to go, you may have like direct links where they might be, where if you wanted to download their song, you could. I would just check with like each artist kind of has like a different like process for that. So just kind of look in the link in the description if you really vibe into a song and you really want to like kind of not keep that song or like, but definitely listen to that song for later. Check out the you know, check out the thingy thing. Check out the thingy thing. You know what I mean. The description, and the link below. I actually don't think there's any links. Okay, cool, neat. I know everyone's just kind of like, Reggie, why didn't you buy? Okay, that's great. Well, that's why as well, because I have the thingy thing, the ray gun. I probably should have gotten, I don't have enough ammo for it, or money for it. I don't have enough ammo at all. I don't have a lot of ammo, period, and that's a corner. But I don't have a lot of money for another door. Also, you know, it's okay that I don't have fucking jug, because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm a pro gamer. I don't need jug. That's a lie. If anyone ever tells you, like, you don't need jug to survive in Call of Duty Zombies, they're fucking lying to you. And you don't need that in your life. So, anyway. Pretty much what I'm saying is, like, if somebody tells you you don't need jug to survive in a map, they're not really your friend and they want to watch you die. Which is kind of fucked up. Ooh, okay. Anyways, it's... I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but, like... Granted, this is probably just because I'm, like, getting into the work, like... the work world again, but, like, I've experienced a lot of, just, like, general fatigue. Like, and I feel like it actually started probably before I started this job, but I was just kind of like, I'm exhausted all the time, every day. And, like, you know, I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, you know, woe is me. Like, it's more just like, oh my god, you know, like, I feel it, like, kind of affecting, like, my mood all the time. I'm just like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, man. I'm just like, ugh, you know. So it's always, it's, oh, okay, you just gonna miss? You gonna miss? That's nice. Yeah, see? Yeah, this is smart. I'm glad I did this. Me shouting at myself. I'm glad I did this. Oh, and there's a bomb. So I can avoid all that shit. Anyway. But yeah, like, I feel myself super exhausted. And I'm just kind of like, ugh. Why am I like this? Like, why am I exhausted? What's wrong? You know, it's... I wonder if I can run faster in that. Okay, cool. I don't know. But, like, it kind of affects my attention span, because then I'm just kind of like, especially with, like, videos like this, I'm kind of, like, riffing, and I'm like, okay, whoa, it is not censoring at all. It's following the dog, but, like, it was, see? Like, it'll be just to the left of the target, and it will, like, follow the target. But anyway, like, I just feel like there are times where I'm just kind of like, ugh. Like, I'm trying to focus and I'm just trying to talk about something, and then I'm just kind of like, ugh. Like, I am trying to talk, but holy shit, like, the words that I'm saying might make sense, might not make sense. Who knows? Who cares? I think I opened my door. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just open up this map, because I ain't, like, I got anything else better to do. So, yeah. I don't know. Really what I'm trying to say is I'm exhausted all the time, every day. So, like, comment, and subscribe if you are also exhausted and tired every moment of every single day. Also, no, it is not depression. I've checked. Oh, man. Oh. Here's a fun thing to talk about. I've talked about before. Oh my fucking god. Just... Dude, it's the 48 dredge. Like... What? Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. The moon. Shit, dude. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, big gamer plays? Alright. I'm a... There we are. I think I was going to talk about something. Oh, yeah. So, I find this interesting that, you know, me and my own journey with, like, my own depression and everything like that. There was a time where, you know, I didn't think that it was, like, a sad thing or disappointing thing that I decided to, like, take medication or whatever, but you know, oh cool, double tap moved and I can't buy it, which is fine. I knew that. All right, well, that zombie's dead. Oh god, now I get the hiccups, or at least like weird intakes of air. But like people who, you know, do suffer from depression and like, or even anxiety or like any kind of mental illness or anything, because I know in my journey I was kind of, I wasn't ashamed of medication. It was just kind of like, especially when I was younger, I wanted to just be normal. And it's funny that, like, I guess in my mind I kind of equated that to normal people don't take medication, which, let me tell you, that in itself is a super toxic thought, and is not true, solely because, you know, there are a lot of people who are, you know, who are on depression meds and do suffer from depression, who need to take medication. And it's not exactly a bad thing that they need to take medication. It's a normal, like, it's kind of like part of our lives, you know? Like, you know, if medication is something that you just need in your life, then take it, you know? Like, there's no shame in it. Like, sure, it is not exactly, like, maybe something that you really want in your life. But that doesn't mean it's like a bad thing or like you shouldn't. Great, cool. I don't want to use that anymore. That's not like it's like a bad thing. Like, oh, you're taking medication and you're like, you shouldn't be taking medication. Like, no. If you're, you know, if you really like want to help yourself. Oh God. Oh God. I was not where I thought I was, and so I started panicking. Solely because. Fun, always fun. Alright, fuck. I feel like zombies are just popping up out of nowhere. That's what I hate about this. Also, the, well, I guess what I'm trying to say by all of that is just like, you know, if you have, you know, if you have a mental illness or anything like that, and you know, you are depressed, or you know, you are like thinking about your depression, and you honestly do want to take it seriously, it kind of starts with like recognizing that, like, kind of medicine, like medicine's kind of the first start, you know, like you kind of have to recognize that, like, hey, if you need medicine or you need like some kind of help, definitely like, don't be like, oh, that's, you know, that's a coward's way out, I should be able to tough it through, because, you know, it's not great to tough through stuff like that. It's really not. It's it can almost be damaging, especially if you have that, you know, like if you have that mentality of, well, I just need to tough this out, like it's no big deal, like one day I'll, you know, I'll be better, and, you know, I'll feel better. I just need to like get over it. And, you know, my problems aren't that big. No, like seriously, like, and don't think of yourself also as any less if you take medication, you know. All right, fuck this. You know, like, don't think of yourself as like a lesser being because like you take medication, or you have to, you know, focus on your mental health, and you're not able to do something or anything like that, because you're not lesser than anybody because you're taking care of yourself. There's nothing weak or nothing like demeaning about that. You know, keep in mind that if you need to put yourself first, or you need to put your mental health first, there's absolutely nothing weak about that, and it is actually super admiring and super inspiring. And I encourage you, like, you know, keep putting yourself first, or keep moving forward. Oh, I'm almost dead. Oh boy, it's exciting because now I don't have a gun. Oh, that's my favorite. I don't. Oh my fucking god. Oh, these guns are not great, especially without double tap. I did this to myself, by the way, so I don't know why I'm complaining. Oh great, I know where it is. But yeah, there's no weakness in seeking help. So if you're in a spot where like you're not feeling well, or you're scared, or you're not, you know, happy, and you want to be happy, there's nothing wrong with looking for help and like asking for help and seeking help from someone. Okay, I just had the KN-44 and I just ran out of ammo for it. Oh, neat. Real cool, neat. So, another part of my, another part of my enforcement of like you loving yourself, so that way you can, you know, seek the help that you need and everything. I'm gonna pause this game actually really quickly because my throat is sore. Oh, I don't think this happened last time, but sorry, let me take a swig. So last time I recorded this, oh god, that is so much better. Last time I recorded this, I don't even think I was prestiged in zombies, but now I have finally jumped to level 12 first prestige, so you can tell how much I have been playing this bad boy. I have a problem. It's fine. We all have a problem. It's called the sickness. And if we're not careful, we're going to get down with it, you know what I mean? You got to get up, get down with the sickness. It's fine. Alright. Okay. Why are there so many zombies? Just throw it. I don't give a shit. Why? Why? Just, oh my god. Oh, I probably shouldn't stand here, should I? I just... Come on. Oh, fun. It's like that Simpsons, like, meme, is it Ralph? Yeah, it's Ralph. The Ralph chuckle, like, I'm in danger. Yup, see? Oh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ooh, I can't lean all the way back, can I? That's okay though. That happens. Ain't no biggie. You live, you die. You take a picture, you do it again. So, any hoops. Okay. Alright, what time is it? Cool. So, I think it's about that time. Oh, cheery music to leave off on. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys had an awesome turkey day and like ate some good food, enjoyed yourself, like really kicked back. But if you didn't, that's okay too. Like if if you had like a really like stressful or like not so fun um um Thanksgiving. I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope maybe watching this video makes it a little bit better. I know I talked a lot about like COVID-19, mask accessibility, small businesses. God, it all has to do with like the state of the nation right now, which also kind of sucks just because sometimes I try to keep this at least a little bit late, just because like it's not all dark doom and gloom, but I think also sometimes I just talk off the heart, and I think that's something that's just been kind of weighing on my heart, and I just wanted to shout into the ether. Because I really do want, the best for this nation and the best for the people in it. I just want to make sure that, like everyone's safe and everyone's taking care of themselves. And I think there are times where it's just kind of like there are some people who are like, I'm gonna put myself before any other asshole, so screw it. I can do whatever I want. And if you're in that boat, I encourage you to kind of look at things differently and understand that like this virus is affecting people's lives, and not for great ways. It's crippling the market. It's putting people out of business and out of work. And as much as we want to keep saying like, but my personal freedoms, I don't know, have a heart. Have a heart, honestly, because there are people's lives on the lines and like their safety and livelihood. We gotta care about that. Like, we gotta care about our fellow man. Like, especially as Americans. Like, we talk about this whole thing of like one nation. Like, we are united. So, like, I think especially in this situation where we kind of have to be united, especially against, like, a very deadly virus and a very, like, dangerous virus, we kind of have to protect ourselves and make sure that, we're safe. So, alright, I told you I was done, like, riffing on that, and then I riffed on it for another 5 minutes. So, I'm gonna give you a makeup treat and let's see what kind of gobble gums I get. From one roll, Phoenix Up, shopping free, and cashback. Not bad. I actually like all of those. I know I've been on for a while. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, alright. Now I'm going to let you all go. It's your boy, Easy Reg, signing off. Take care. Have a great week this week. Enjoy leftovers if you have some leftovers from Turkey Day. And if you don't, buy yourself a nice meal. Like, I don't know, favorite sandwich or something, anything like that. All right. Anyway, take care. Stay safe. Love you all.